Hi, y'all. Welcome to Chuck and Lisa's Living Room with the Chuck and Lisa Show. Say hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
We did it right this week.
Why do you laugh every time?
Because we do it right or don't do it right. It's one or the other.
Okay.
I am Chuck Nellis. This is Lisa Nellis, and our producer is the one and only
Dershie Nellis.
Dershie. Wait, what?
I'm kidding.
Who's adopting new? Yeah. I am call sign at NASCAR Chuck 336 on Twitter, and Lisa is
Louise, Laweez, and go to my profile on Twitter if you can't find Chuck.
because she's my SOS for when Jack has a hissy fit and throws me out.
I'm your lifeline.
That's true. And your webpage is
Louise.blog.
That's it.
That's it. Louise.blog.
LAWEEZ.blog.
LAWEEZ.blog. That's where I post my random thoughts and pictures.
And I have a blog that's attached to my Twitter account, but I don't even use it. I really should. I don't. I haven't written it in God knows how long, and it's really sad. So, we have a fun show tonight. We're kind of watching the Duke UNC game in the background because that's like the greatest rivalry in all of the world.
It's the biggest sports rivalry in the U.S. right now, and I don't care if people say it's not, because it is.
Yeah. Yep. Dershie, do you have any call sign or anywhere you want us to shout out to start the show?
Yeah, not really.
Thank you for that. Well, the first thing I want to do is think of that. It's a really big deal. There's a lot of guys out there that are really not feeling very good inside themselves after they come back from war. And to thank them means an awful lot. One person told me today that somebody actually cried and hugged them when they thanked them. And that's pretty cool. So thank a vet everywhere you go. I tell everybody that. Now,
yes, wait. Shout out to my friend John Santa, who does the Marathon Jam every year in support of veterans, and they officially became a 501.
Oh, tell me a little bit more about this, because I'm going to do it with you next year, and
okay,
I don't
well,
do
we can go
things.
this year also. Hold
well,
on
we
one
can
second.
go.
Yeah, it's some.
It's in Chapel Hole, but I'll go there just for this because it's for veterans.
Okay. So it's called the Marathon
They were
Jam.
right. They should have put a fence around that
they
town.
Support Fisher House, which a lot of people know.
Fisher House is good. That's McDonald's.
No, that's Ronald McDonald House.
Oh, right. Fisher House is another one. Right. I forgot.
So
my bad.
They officially became a 501c3 nonprofit this year, which is really hard to do. And they basically play bluegrass from. It'll be in Chapel Hill this Saturday, 1 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Cool.
Come by if you're in the area.
Cool. And donate something to the vets.
Yes.
Give.
Yes, and if y'all don't know that Chuck is a Navy veteran. So.
I am a Navy veteran.
So we support lots of veterans' causes.
We do. It's a big deal.
Yep.
Seriously, there's a lot of people suffering out there, and it's not just veterans, but there's an awful lot of veterans that are living in the streets, and that's just sad. All right, so the Duke-Carolina game. Right now, Duke's a little bit behind. But it looks like Duke just knocked somebody's tooth out, so that's always good.
And some dude is wearing pink shoes.
Yeah, you got an elbow to the tooth. Anyway, so we'll keep you apprised of that game and anything that's interesting. The biggest thing so far is...
Obama's there.
Oh, go ahead.
What?
Where is Obama sitting?
Right behind the Duke bench.
Right behind who?
Coach K.
I'm going to throw up all night long. I love Coach K. And Obama still sucks!
And he has tickets to the game and you don't.
Yeah, but then again, I don't
what?
still suck or ever have sucked.
Or will you ever go to a Duke-Carolina game, though?
Well, no. Why might?
Yeah,
going over to Carolina.
I've lived here.
I know, but going over to Carolina is easy to get to.
It's no.
Well, there was a lot of seats available last time.
No.
But getting in Cameron?
No.
Never.
You will never get into either one of those games without knowing somebody or paying a lot of money.
Well, that takes it away because I know somebody.
Who?
Somebody.
Well, you have to know somebody that has tickets.
Yeah, I know.
Not
I
just
can always find
random
that.
people on the street.
I know
somebody. I know Dershey.
No, you know me. I will just go directly to somebody and say, listen, I need
it's
two
not
tickets.
that easy. Yeah, and they'll say fine if you have $5,000.
Maybe not that much.
Well, anyway.
But I'd spend $500 to go to see that one.
Yeah, you don't even know how hard it is. Trust.
I have an idea. We both grab a couple trumpets and get the Duke band shirts on and just pretend we're in with the band. We'll just fall in.
No. Do you know how tight security is in that place?
Well, Obama's there.
No, I mean all the time.
Oh, I know.
All the time.
I know, but especially with him being there.
All the time.
No doubt there's security all over. So, we had a power outage last week. Yes, I'm a squid, John. Hey, by the way...
Squid? Oh. Are you Squidward?
Squidly.
Squidward.
No.
From SpongeBob.
No, I never watched that show. No. Ryan, my daughter never watched that show. I guess names we slip anyway. So anyway, let me say hello to people. Kathy Cook is joining us. John King O'Malley is live, apparently, according to his call sign. Let's see. Bring back Matt Kenseth. We haven't even talked about NASCAR yet, but we will. But first, we had sort of a power outage last week, and we didn't get to do the show. So we went to painting night.
Oh yeah, I asked Chuck if he would please go to painting night with me, and that's where you sign up to paint the same thing with a whole bunch of people that you don't even know, but you can sit there and eat dinner, drink wine, beer, whatever, and
yeah,
we painted llamas.
So I had a couple Stellas because, of course, I'm the dude.
Right.
And the dude now I drink Stellas before the dude. So
sure you do.
Again, the dude is copying me.
Maybe.
How does that happen?
Well, maybe he
did they really model him after me?
No, they didn't. There's a whole story about that. But anyway.
I don't know, man.
My llama is much prettier than your llama.
You think?
But your llama is very
artistic,
manly.
Mine is very Monet.
Yours is very.
You got to admit that Monet brushstrokes are all over mine.
Hey, Chuck, Lisa.
Yeah.
For people who are watching, your llamas are up on the screen now.
Yay!
Oh, llama.
Yay!
Thank you, sir.
My llama is prettier. Chuck's llama is Chucklier.
Mine is on the right and Lisa's is on the left.
But anyway, so I know you didn't want to go.
I know, I really didn't want to go.
But didn't you have fun?
Well, it's kind of like when Old Crow. When we went to see Old Crow Medicine Show, she's like, I got this band I wanted you to see. And I'm like, who?
Well, actually, Emma asked us, I think.
Yeah, Emma.
My daughter.
And they just happened to do this little song called what? Rock me, Mama, like a wagon wheel.
Wagon wheel. Yep, that's what they're known for. But they have other songs.
And of course, Hootie Darius Rucker made that a huge hit.
No, it was a big hit before that. It was a big hit before that in college.
Really?
You didn't know that. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was amongst college students and people.
I was one of those, but I never heard it.
That's because they hadn't made it yet.
Ah, there you have it.
You're such a retard.
So-
Oh, sorry, bad word.
Oh, Dersh, you get $1 in your jar for that one. No, you ought to get $5 in
No,
your jar
I'm
for that.
so totally not PC.
Between you guys
Hey,
tonight,
Dersh, how much is that one?
my retirement's coming a lot faster with you guys tonight.
You don't get
Hey.
to claim it before the show because
Hey,
I
guess-
dropped a couple
hey,
F-bombs
hey, guess
because we had
what?
technical problems.
Hey, guess
for
what,
it,
Dersh?
but
We're coming.
Thankfully, it's sorted.
We're coming to live in your backyard, though. We're bringing our trailer.
in our radio station, which is with us.
Yeah.
That's
So
fun.
anyway.
Hey, Chuck,
So what do
Lisa.
you got
So
going
no,
on
I
this-
thought you were talking about.
Yes, sir.
Hey, let's give me a chance. Let's tell the people out there who are listening. We'd love to have them call in and talk about NASCAR
Yes.
and painting night. So then give us a call. It's on the screen now.
Duke.
201
And
439 8092. They gotta have a show ID. That show ID is 820-07366. So it's on the screen.
hey, that's
If you're
really
watching,
slick there.
if you're listening, 201-439-8092, and the show ID 820-07366.
That's really slick. Leave that there for a couple of minutes. Call us.
For the slow readers.
Pick up the phone. Give us a call. Dial 201-439-8092. That's 201-439-8092.
Because-
You won't be sorry. Well, you might be.
Oh, do the thing. I just want to sell a car.
I just want to sell a car to you.
Now tell them why you said that.
Because there's this used car place that the guy does exactly that intonation that way. In the commercial, it's a song. It's just hilarious, like a rap song.
And every time it comes on, you
I
sing
start
it.
singing it because it's
And
just my voice.
You used to be a car salesman.
And of course,
so.
I used to sell cars.
Yeah. So if anybody needs Chuck for a used car commercial,
Oh yeah, I could do all sorts of voice work.
there you go.
I'd love to do voice work.
Was there wine? Was there wine where?
Was there wine at Jesus? In Jesus' time, of course. Oh, was there wine at the paint
Yeah.
night? Yeah, there was. There was a bar there actually. Lisa, what did you have again? You had wine.
I just said Miller Lite because we were eating.
The food wasn't bad either. What was the name of the place? Let's give them a plug.
Oh, Dick and Jane's.
Right.
I think they used to be called Tapas Bar, but they're not really
Yeah, they don't like
tapas
tapas.
anymore.
Tapas about tap my wallet. That
Okay,
night
well
we
that's
went.
another whole story.
Serious? No, I don't care. I mean, honestly, I joke about that, but that was a great night.
That's one of the best.
That was a lot
that's
of- that
one
was
of
a
the
lot
be-
of fun in
that's
Nashville that
one
night.
of the best restaurants in Nashville.
Well, I know, and it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a great night with them.
Right.
Yep. So I don't want to make them, because they may very well listen to this, and I don't want to make them
probably
think
not.
I didn't want to. Really, this show,
I'm
we're not
just kidding.
political here.
Sometimes they
Now, the next show that is going to happen, I'm going to be doing a second show with my producer and buddy and brother from another mother, Dershie. It's going to be called, what, Dershie? Do a plug.
And I will excuse
Dershie!
Hey, sorry, my microphone was off. Yeah, the right side of politics. We ran an ad right before the show started. People to see. We're going to be
Good,
starting
good,
next
good.
Tuesday.
Yep, next Tuesday. And we will be talking politics. So if you want to hear the real Chuck and Dershie and how we are on Twitter, because of course I am the right, Lisa is the left.
And Chuck,
she
you're
knows
always
it,
right.
and that's all. I know I am. I'm as right as they get, man. I'm hugging onto that Constitution with both hands. So we're going to be doing this next Tuesday. We decided 8 o'clock, was it?
Give me a warning so I can leave.
Yeah.
Did we say 8? I think it was 8, yeah.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. That way it's not too early, it's not too late, you know? The old fogies, you can get the rest. I'm getting in the old fogey status sooner than later.
I think I'm just
So
going to
I
go to
can't say
bed.
much. Old fogey. So we are going to be doing the right side of politics. We are conservative, so that's going to be fun. But this show is a lot of fun in itself because we talk about everything but politics, basically. We'll cover some issues a little bit, but like veterans issues and legalization issues and stuff like that. But we
Hey.
also have a million other topics. Yes.
You know what I heard today?
What, hon?
RBG's not dead.
Oh, that's true. We have confirmation.
I know.
She ain't dead.
She ain't dead yet.
I'm hanging in there.
Hey,
Bye.
she doesn't sound like... They had some good, what do you call it? Vote.
No? Ballot? What? I can't do this.
I know.
Supreme Court decisions, Lisa?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Chuck just made me laugh because he just made a really stupid Robin Williams face.
I do that. I have done that my whole life.
Yes. So
He was my hero.
one of their decisions today about the seizure of property.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Unanimous.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Well, you know what? The right and the left both agree on that because that was just
Well, yeah,
a
that's
growl.
what unanimous means, actually.
I know. But
Thank you.
So, tell us about it a little bit.
Well, she took it all the way back to the Magna Carta, which was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you read about that?
Yep.
I mean, that was
Well,
very...
you know what? If you get somebody for an ounce of pot, it's
No.
not...
That,
Or was it?
no, they can actually seize your property even if they've accused you of something, even if you haven't done it.
And then you never get it back.
And then you
anyway.
have to go through 5,000
What puts a
hoops.
horse hot? I
Yes.
so agree
Yes.
with this decision.
So that's-
Do we have a unanimous agreement here, Dershie?
Or
Property seizure, yes, but if found guilty, I think they should be at seize of property. But
Right,
not-
but that wasn't the
Correct.
yeah,
Up
no.
until
Right,
that,
it's
no.
just if you aren't.
Yeah, what they're
Exactly.
doing now is they're taking it initially.
Right.
well,
It's held to get it
it's,
back
Even if
forever.
it's not
suspected of
just
anything.
it's not just that. I mean, if you're riding down the road with more than $10,000, the government will take it from you. You'll never see it again. That's just seizure of property. That's
Exactly.
absolutely not constitutional.
That's
But
stealing.
for example, there was a lady in South Carolina, this old lady, 82 or whatever, people were selling drugs in her lawn. She had nothing to do with it. And they were they took her house.
That's just wrong. Yeah, I mean, there has to be some freaking common sense in the world. It's ridiculous. Hey, we agree on something politically, all three of us.
Well,
We
that
better
wasn't-
mark this
well,
freaking day in
That's
history.
not really politically. That's a
No,
government.
it is common sense,
It's
but
basically it's enriching the police department.
Well, that's exactly what they're doing, Lisa. Is they
Right.
Yeah.
they're
Right.
desperate for money, so they just steal it from you, and unfortunately, the court
Right.
system's
Take it.
letting them.
that's
Right.
just wrong.
But I mean, unfortunately, the guy that had to take it to the Supreme Court was transporting heroin in his Land Rover, and they took it away, and it was $42,000 worth of vehicle. But even so, they
Good
really
for you, John.
What?
Our friend John, I got 21 grams of pot. I'm adding the of pot. A few days ago at a legal store in Southern California for $100.
Nice.
Nice. You know what? We might as well jump on that. We meant to do it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Legalization and beer. Let's start with legalization.
Well,
because
they
we're
were
on
two
that
different
now.
subjects.
Right.
Yeah. Legalization. Well, in North Carolina, they're actually going to try and pass a bill that if
Right.
you had up to 3 ounces in your possession,
It's nothing.
Yeah, so they're not quite making it legal.
And
But
you
they're
don't really
also-
need more than 3 ounces in your possession,
Yeah,
I think.
There are also quite a few North Carolina farmers growing hemp at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, just give a brief. Dershie, you seem like the kind of guy who would know the many purposes of hemp.
They could make everything
I know you
out
can make
of it.
freaking everything out
Everything. Fiber, paper, oil.
Well, for a while, there was actually as much clothing being made from hemp as there was from cotton.
Well, that's why it's illegal, because the cotton industry lobbied against hemp. That's one of the reasons why marijuana is illegal.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys know that or not.
it's a very useful
Utilitarian.
plant. Yeah,
Oh my!
and
You can
and
use it for anything.
So many ways. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and of course,
And you can't smoke it, but they made it illegal anyway.
Yeah,
and of course, you do have the female. That's the male side, and then you have the female side, which is the part that'll either get you high or make and heal you, or just heal you.
You can make it into paint. You can make it into biofuel. You can eat it.
Right.
You can feed it to animals.
Well, for years
it's so multi-purpose.
For years, it grew wild on the side of the road, just like wildflowers. It was everywhere.
Right.
Yep. Well, that's how it's been throughout history. It's mentioned in the Bible in several places.
You can make bioplastic out of it.
You can make anything out of it.
Well, not anything.
Well, it's like the most you can make paper. Like you said, paper and stuff, and it's just ridiculous that big pharma and cotton industry basically lobbied it out of legality by calling it evil weed. There's nothing evil about it.
No.
Anyway, so we're really passionate about this, and you'll hear us talk about this from time to time, including, remember I told you my mom.
Right.
My mom is now going to use it because they're getting rid of her opioids in Maryland.
Do you know what I didn't know? You have to pay to get your card.
Yes.
You have to pay to get your card.
Yeah,
what
in Maryland.
bullshit is
Maryland screws you right, left,
Sorry,
and center.
Dirk. No, every state you have to pay.
Oh, I know. Well, that's how they make their money. And then they're going to tax you for the
But that's like
for the
paying
pot.
to get an insurance card.
I know. They get you.
It's just another
from my wonderful
another tax from the liberal left, Lisa. I just got to say that. So, just another way for them to get money.
You can say it if you want to.
It's true. It's all about the government paying for itself.
You can say that if you want to. That's fine because I'm not 100% buy-in on everything.
Right.
That's
that's the thing about Lisa. She's not a true liberal. She's
not a libertarian.
But you're a logician, maybe.
I am a...
Because you think logically about many things.
I am a fiscal...
Liberal.
No. Fiscal conservative sometimes and social liberal.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, look, Lisa...
Yeah, that's true, because you really are...
But not...
Hey, in my experience, there's really three kinds of liberals. There's the liberal socialists is just all they care about is power, politics, and gaining power. There's the liberal idiots. I'm sorry, but there's conservative idiots. But like
Yes,
Cortez, she's an absolute moron. But the one I think most of what you are is the compassionate liberal, where you don't believe in the socialism, but you see a problem, you want to solve it, and that's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. Right. I don't want to make everybody give me everything for free, but I also don't want to take away, food from babies or medicine from old people or things like that,
Right, exactly. See, I think Jershi nailed. I think Jershi called you to a T at this point, because you aren't a socialist. You are far from that. You don't believe in giving everybody everything. In fact, you get pissed when people are getting too much of stuff they don't deserve.
Well, let's not go to what people deserve and don't deserve.
You know what I mean?
That's a.
Well, you know what I mean then. You're far from a liberal that way. You're a John F. Kennedy. More.
But I do lean to the Bernie side somewhat. So.
Hello, Bernie's back.
Now you just
Bernie is running for president again. I am Bernie. I want to be your president.
Bernie's part of the kook left too. I'm sorry. The guy's he's off his rocker.
Yeah.
Oh, he's far friends.
All right, save that for your guys' show.
We will. Anyway, let's get back to the schedule here. I actually have a plan here.
No, you don't.
You guys are gonna love this. Daytona. How fun was that race?
Oh my goodness.
You
saw what I said, right? If there's no cars left, the pace car wins.
Yeah.
That would be Junior.
And you know what? If there's that much action, that's a good Daytona 500 in my book.
There's my boy, Jay Williams.
Yes, I see.
I love him.
It's halftime, too.
It's halftime.
Down by 10.
Oh, we'll be fine.
Oh, I'm not worried about it.
It's a very low-scoring game.
They came back. Oh, okay. I didn't get to talk about it last week. Duke came back by the all-time score that Coach K has ever had. last week against Louisville. 23 points. That was just an amazing game. So you're right. If he's down by 10 at the half, that's nothing.
People don't believe me. I've been saying it for 35 years.
I know. He has a rhyme to his reason.
Yeah, and sometimes they lose, but most of the time they don't.
Yep. So, Daytona. 2x2 racing.
Hey, wait.
Always going for the lead.
Who won the fantasy league this week?
Who won? Oh, you won.
I did. I don't know how. But...
Hey, Dershey, Lisa beat you in the fantasy league.
Lisa won, and you have like 3 points.
Yeah, by by 1 point.
I had, I was in third, 3 back, but you won by 1 point, and I had one driver left at the end of that race.
And I didn't even remember to pick the pole. That's the funny part.
I didn't either. None of us got the pole right.
Well, I did it, but I didn't get it right.
That's what
you guys listening can actually join our NASCAR league if you want.
Yeah, please.
We have open spots. It's only the first week, so I mean you can easily catch up and beat us for the season. That's just realistic. So if you're interested in it, send Lisa a message over on hers at Louise on Twitter or on Facebook. You know we're there. Or me on Twitter, and if you're listening to me for my Facebook, then you know me there. And Dershey, you're just hiding everywhere, so I can't help you.
Well, Jack hates me worse than he does you, Chuck, for some reason.
Has he killed 4 of your accounts?
Yes, 4 gone. 1 was gone before my first tweet.
Right. Well, those don't count. I have about 5 of those. Remember when we were trying to get me in, Lisa? And we had to figure out how to make it work. Jack, I hope you're listening. Kiss my groin.
Did you take a shower today?
I don't really even know. You ain't right now. You just ain't right. So, Dershey, what did you think of the Daytona 500? I got to get out of that one in a hurry.
Sorry, I had to turn my mic off. I was laughing so hard. I was laughing so hard. I had to turn my mic off. Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Wow.
All right.
Oh, he messed up his knee.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's the end of Duke season. Well, he might be back next year now.
Honey, it didn't say ACL, so he just messed up his knee. Like maybe
twisted it.
I don't know.
Well,
yeah, Mr. Zion Williamson hurt himself in the first minute of the game. His shoe actually split. He went to pivot off his right foot. The shoe split in half, and his ankle rolled.
So, shouldn't they sue Nike?
I would. I'd sue everybody. Zion Williamson is the greatest player coming out since Michael, probably. Anyway, Dershey, what do you think of the Daytona 500?
I thought it was one of the more exciting 500s we've had in a while. I actually enjoyed the whole race.
The most exciting race all weekend, anyway.
Well, after all the practices and the early races, it looked like it was going to be boring.
Well, yeah, the qualifying races were absolutely snooze fest. They were terrible.
Oh yeah.
But I thought it was broken up. I love the way the car companies pitted together, worked together, kind of split the race up.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was fantastic. Down until about lap 30 when we lost 18 cars. That was pretty bad, but other than that, it was great.
But that was also wicked. Everybody started watching the race because they all started seeing that video on Twitter and Facebook.
It wasn't Jimmy Johnson's fault.
Nope.
First time for everything.
News, breaking news. Jimmy Johnson did not start that wreck. All right. Anything else on the Daytona 500? Tell me.
It was a Chevrolet that started that wreck, though.
Well, ever since the split up of the company, GM's never been the same.
Aww.
Michelle texted you.
All right, Lisa, anything more on Daytona?
Do you think that there should be new manufacturers?
I do. I'd love to see as many as there could be.
I'd love to see Volkswagen.
Do you know there
for
used to
one.
be like 15 manufacturers in NASCAR at one time?
Well, that's just
Back
because
in
it
the
was
old days?
random.
I know they were real cars.
I miss the Pontiacs, man. I love the Pontiacs. I love them.
Oh, dude. Dude, my second car was a 71 Firebird Formula 350. I miss that car. I can't afford to buy that
Yeah,
car.
see, I
They had it at like condition of what mine was then. It would cost me $30,000-$40,000 to buy it again.
Yeah, I think that you make up stuff because every time we see a car on TV, you're like, I used to have that car.
I've had a lot
Like,
of cars.
seriously.
I've
There's
had a lot of cars.
50 cars.
I've got
I
pictures
used
of
to
them all
have
somewhere.
that car. No, you don't.
Yeah, I do somewhere.
I haven't seen them.
They're in my mother's archive
Yeah.
that she keeps in a vault.
I used to
Top
have.
secret.
I used to have that wife. Sorry, that's funny.
You're just rude.
Oh, that's not rude. It's funny.
I know.
I'd love to see the Dodge Charger back in NASCAR.
Oh,
Oh my
the
God!
Hellcat.
Oh, the Challenger.
No,
The Charger or the Challenger, either one of them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I personally
Yeah,
love the Charger.
Hellcat. Yeah, well, either one. If you make it a Hellcat, oh my God, that thing is a race car on the road. It's ridiculous. 800 horsepower in a car? Jeez. Used to be if you had that in an airplane, it was pretty fast. Know what I mean?
Yep.
All right.
I'm supposed to say, know what I mean?
Know what I mean, Vern?
Vern.
You know,
He
if
lives in North
anybody's under
Carolina.
the age of 45 or something, 40, they won't even know what that is. But
Or
we don't care.
not from North Carolina.
So did we cover everything you wanted to cover about painting night, by the way?
It was fun. You
It
should
was
go
a
do
blast.
it. Yeah.
Hey, besides the fact that you get to drink wine or beer and you get to chit chat a little bit, it's pretty fun. Besides,
Yeah.
you find out whether you really suck at painting or whether you're
No.
not so horrible.
No, not really. I mean, it's
Well,
just a thing.
I literally hadn't painted in 50 years.
It doesn't. It's not like an IQ test.
Everything's a test in life.
Hey,
No,
Chuck.
It was fun. Didn't you have fun?
Chuck,
Didn't you have
Lisa.
fun?
Oh, I did. I had a blast.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You know, I travel all around the world. Not bragging or anything, just stating the fact, of course.
Yeah, you are.
Yes,
Yeah, you are.
Brat.
And
Yeah,
and I've gone to museums in 15 different countries, and been to all the museums in New York.
Bragging.
I was
And-
going to say Chuck's.
And listen. Both your paintings are better than 99% of the crap that's in museums right now. Let me tell you. You go
Aw.
you go to the Met. You go to
Say,
you go to the Met.
say
and
mine's better. Say mine's better.
Chuck is right, but yours is better. But
Oh, no.
Oh wait, but Chuck's is on the left. So what's up with that? He hung his up on the wrong side of the room.
on the picture, it's on the right side. So, but you go to the Met, and there's literally a red stripe in one of the galleries, and that's supposed to be a painting. And just this crap. I'm sorry, the 6-year-olds could do better, and they're up there.
Is that our train or his train?
Tertius.
Not me.
We hear your train.
Not me.
Not your train? It's
not
not
your
our
train?
train.
Must be
No.
our train then.
It's not the Trump train.
I wish I had a train nearby.
We love train. We have one about a quarter mile
I love
from us.
trains.
Anyway, where were we?
I love
interrupted.
trains.
Well, I'm just saying,
talking
it's just the stuff that they call artwork these days is just ridiculous.
God.
It's just awful.
Find a plain white painting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. A white canvas, and they name it Snowfall in New York or something like that. I'm like, okay.
Oh, but what about...
Exactly.
And here's an opportunity.
To do what?
Your friend Judy.
Oh,
As a
Judy's
painter.
awesome painter. Judy Stein painting.
Yeah, there you
She's
go.
a very talented woman.
Right.
Yep,
And I will be
she's very good.
I will be painting more in the future.
You can hear Lisa getting some more sangria. Hey, the cord is long enough. Yay.
But not long enough to
You
go to the
really
bathroom.
are in our house, guys. We live in a tiny little house. It's about 700 square feet.
Not even.
I know. Well, just shy,
Yeah.
but it's close. But it's big enough for us and 2 dogs and 3 cats, and everybody's happy. And we got a radio station in the middle of the living room. Anyway, so let's see. I want to talk a bit about the Rescue Dog Show that was on the other night. I advocate and Lisa advocates, and Dershi advocates all for rescue animals.
Cotton.
We are big lovers of them. We've had many of them. And if you can adopt a pet, adopt one.
No, adopt, don't shop.
Adopt, don't shop. Because these guys will really appreciate it, especially the older dogs, because people pass by the older dogs just because they're older. But they are the most appreciative of the home that you've given them. Like Sadie, wherever she is now. She's crashed out.
No, she's right here. She's wandering around aimlessly like the old person that she is.
Oh, she's happy, though. She's got a fenced-in yard and people who love her.
Yeah.
And Dershi just got a puppy. And
hi, Cotton.
And we're just big believers in this. If you can adopt, please do so. Only if you're able to, though. A great time to adopt is after you've gone through the grieving process of losing your last animal. Because once you go through that, you can either hold on to that grief or put that grief into loving a new animal that's going to love you right back, and you're going to spend another lifetime of joy with them.
Sorry, they're stealing my cords right now.
Amen, Chuck.
Rescue animals are stealing my horde.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, there's.
I said amen. I can attest to that.
It's you have one. Do you have any adopted right now, or were they both pups?
Both of mine are adopted. Yeah.
Oh, okay, very good. I forgot. Yeah, rescue. I mean, that's great. We're big believers in this, and I think we're going to promote it a lot. Maybe we'll get some of those folks to promote it. But my first thing is, I'm having a big cup of coffee of Black Rifle. Actually, I just finished it. Black Rifle coffee, and it's fantastic. I'm drinking this the CAF.
Wait, what?
Which is a little bit high octane.
Who is this King O'Malley person?
It's John. What's he saying?
No. Sometimes I adopt a cat or dog from a shelter, then 2 weeks later I take them back and pay to have them put to sleep.
He's joking.
That's not funny.
I know it's not funny, but John has had a really, really tough couple months.
Okay.
So he's recovering, and I like my friend John.
Okie dokie.
I wouldn't suggest saying something like that on Twitter or anything, John, but yeah, I'm not even going to repeat it.
Okie dokie.
That ain't right. That ain't funny. So anyway, Kathy, forgive him. John goes, I know, bad joke fail. Good.
Okie dokie.
Kathy Cook, she says, we adopt rescued pugs.
Pugs are so cute.
Pugs are, but they got that smushed little face.
They got a little butt face.
Butt face. Kind of like
they're cute. They're way cuter than, what are those called? Bulldogs.
Yeah, they are.
Those, yeah. Pugs are cute.
They are adorable. I'm a fan of every dang breed there is, pretty much.
Pug life.
Oh, they're awesome. Hey, I never even liked miniature dachshunds until Charlie. And he's an adorable little bugger.
Oh, God. He loves you.
He came staying over for, almost a week, I guess?
Yeah.
Nearly a week.
Yeah, my daughter has a little brown dachshund named Charlie, and we thought he was a pissy little fart.
Yeah, until he got to stay with us without Emma being around.
Yeah.
And he wasn't getting spoiled with us, but he chose his place.
Love you.
He slept right in between us in the covers, like a hot dog.
Yep.
Little human body,
and then he would lick your face every day.
He did. He licked the heck out of me. He's a cute
yeah,
pup.
He was a cutie boy.
He's a good one. I'm glad he's part of the family. Let's see. We've covered a lot of topics already. Wow, this being organized thing that kind of works, Jersey.
No, come on, Duke.
I know, Duke. Let's go. It's early though. We got time. Let's see.
What's on your list?
Well, we've covered.
Oh, we didn't talk about beer.
I know. I was saving the best for last. Beer.
Dershi. Yeah, man.
So, beer.
That's my segment.
Beer.
May
I have a beer?
No.
It's time. I'm all done with my coffee sauce. Please.
All right. So up until a few years ago, actually, it might be 10 now. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't have craft brews in North Carolina.
Listen to that sound.
No, so we couldn't have micro breweries or craft brews in North Carolina.
Right.
I think it was about 10 years ago. Could be a little more. Stop it.
Where were you going with this?
Stop
watching the show.
I know. So ever since then though, it's like blossomed. There's so many breweries.
Who's that big one? Red Oak, right?
What?
They've gone big time national.
Oh, there's.
From local.
I don't mean nationally. I just mean there's so many local beers now in North Carolina and probably elsewhere. But because we passed that law that, you know, was against craft breweries, we've just like exploded, and we're one of the. I think we're one of the top destination places. Sorry, I'm watching the game. We're one of the top brewery destination places, like Asheville. I mean, Asheville's huge. What are you doing?
You know, North Carolina is.
Yeah.
After the tobacco fields closed down, they started opening
I've
up
been mistaken.
wineries,
Right.
and there are some fantastic little wineries all throughout eastern
wineries
North
and
Carolina.
breweries.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
just everywhere. It's fantastic. One of my favorites over near you is Black Wolf. Fantastic little tiny place. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know about the IPA thing. That's not like. I know that it's trendy, but
I can't stand IPAs.
yeah, no, they're
They're
bitter.
bitter.
They're bitter.
I don't like them. It's not a really superb beer. It's
almost like
bitter beer.
people. It's almost like people talking about how much hot sauce they can eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make your food taste any better.
Right.
It's like how bitter can my beer be?
I don't like bitter beer.
Right. Exactly.
Bitter beer is no
So-
fun, man.
Right. So also, if anybody ever wants to go visit a winery or a brewery with us in North Carolina, let us know and we might meet you there.
That'd be fun.
That would be
We
fun.
like doing stuff.
We like meeting
We're also
people.
going to do some location shows because literally this microphone, these headphones, and my
All right, we're going to do one from
computer
Clay
can go
Street
from anywhere.
Tavern with
Yep,
our
we're
friend
gonna do that.
Wendy,
Yep.
who's not listening right now because the Duke Carolina game is on and
Oh,
she's quite
nobody-
busy.
Actually, there's
Don't
very-
say nobody is.
Not nobody.
Just because they're not in the chat
Well,
room
I know.
doesn't mean they're not listening.
I know, but not.
Do we have,
more people are watching that by
do we
far
have-
than us
Do
right
we have
now?
a way to measure
I'm a
who's
realist.
listening? Somebody asked me that today.
I believe it's called telepathy.
Mm,
No?
okay, you know, like Google Analytics.
Oh, I know. No, I don't
Is it-
know.
Do we have a way, Dersh?
Yeah, it's not great, highly accurate.
Oh, we know. I know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know that nobody's listening. I just want to know. I just want to know that. Do we have a way to look it up if we want to?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay. Somebody asked me that today, and I didn't know.
Yeah,
I have my friends.
I can tell you exactly how many people listen to previous shows.
Don't say it online. Oh, the previous one that nobody could hear us, or the previous?
No,
one?
all the previous shows that we've done.
Okay. No, somebody just asked me that today, and I wasn't sure. So
That's
because I do
interesting.
have my friends tell me from time to time that yes, I have listened to the show, and you guys sounded tinny, or I couldn't hear you,
I
or
hope-
you sounded good,
Hey,
or you made me
ask
laugh.
the audience, do we sound good over the radio right now? That's important because we worked really good at this. Well, we got one all good. Oh, but I don't think that's for that.
No, that was for something else.
Kathy, how do we sound? See, we're trying to get the balance on the microphones and locations and stuff, and because we are a homegrown show, you might say. Dershy's in his home. Dershy's, dude. Have you got a picture of your room? Because you're it's fantastic.
I don't have one that I could put online right now, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, at some point do that because I'll talk about it more and more because you've got a 105-inch freaking screen.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's just fantastical. I love it.
Fantastical.
Well, it's double the size of ours.
Just like Ian pictured.
Right, just like I am pictured. My old made-up word.
Yep, Chuck
Back
makes
to
up
beers.
words.
My favorite beer is Yingling, which is America's oldest brewery now.
From Pottsville, PA.
Pottsville, PA. That's about where your people are from, isn't it? Somewhere.
More or less. My people are from Pennsylvania, New Jersey. Before that, Poland, Lithuania.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most-
Hey, Dersh, have you ever been there? Poland, Lithuania?
I haven't been to those. I've been near them. I was right across the border from
Make
Poland.
a trip. Let's make a trip. Take
Yep.
us.
I've been very close to Poland a couple times.
By the way.
They're not getting slammed.
Down by 17.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, back to that. So, I want to go to Europe. My daughter wants us to go see over there and stuff.
Well, I have to go to Poland and see my people.
Well, Chuck, this year
Yes,
we're going to Greece, but next year we're going
Oh,
to
have fun.
we're going to London, Paris,
Oh, there, take Chuck.
yeah,
Yeah, I want
Amsterdam.
to go to the. I want to go to this.
Oh, Amsterdam.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm there and then. I'm in that too.
He's all about Amsterdam, right?
I don't have to. I get Amsterdam anywhere I go. It's kind of like my radio show. Bump, 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 bump. Except for, of course, the 20 windows.
I'm
Really have that
looking
work.
forward to that trip.
I bet you are, dude.
Mhm.
You're spoiled rotten, you know. It's a good life you live.
Yeah, well,
You know, you.
we were in Granada this year and back in January, and
Did you invade?
we did not invade, but I could have because there wasn't anybody there guarding the castle. So
There's no one guarding the castle gates.
yeah, we're going to Portugal in November after we go to Greece
Yeah, that's
in
fun.
March. Yeah, haven't been to Portugal yet.
Oh, how neat. I've been to any of this.
I haven't been out of the fucking
You ever been to Japan or
fucking
Korea?
country. I didn't say it. I caught
You
myself.
said it just like
the lady.
Liverpudlian.
Fucking. That doesn't count.
Fulking.
That doesn't
I
count.
love how she said
That
that.
doesn't count for
This
the
lady,
money, by the way.
lady we hung out with one night in
she was awesome.
in Key West. She was awesome. What was her name?
Lynn.
Lynn.
Lynn from Boston.
Everything was fucking this or fucking that, and I'm fucking drunk.
And I
that's-
lost my fucking phone, and she was gonna find my fucking phone for
And
me.
she did.
And she did.
She's
That was
pretty
awesome.
funny. That was funny.
That was awesome.
Beer. We were drinking beer
Beer.
that night too.
We
Beer
were-
is the root of all happiness, or evil, depending on whether you keep it in moderation.
Oh, and if you
or
ever
get
go
carried
to
away.
Key West, you have to go on a cocktail cruise.
That's another thing I didn't want to do that you made me do. That was
Wasn't
absolutely
that
a blast.
fun?
Oh my
You're
god!
such a stick.
Me and the captain hanging.
You're a
I'm sure
stick.
Dersey's posted that picture before. Me and the captain hanging out. That picture of us for the Chuck and Louise show is on that boat.
Mm-hmm.
That was good fun. I look like Santa. Chuck
and it was
then.
on Groupon, so there you go.
That was. Oh, yeah,
Groupon
that's right,
rocks.
that's right.
Yep.
Oh, promote. Do you pay for Groupon or what is it?
No, Groupon. People know Groupon.
It's
I
a
don't know.
discount.
Okay, anytime.
It's a discount.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but anytime you want,
Oh,
you
okay.
want to go do something, go on Groupon and see if there's a Groupon for it first, instead of paying full price.
We've done some real. We've gone to concerts and everything.
the NASCAR, the Winston-Salem thing.
It's me. Oh,
Yeah.
we never did talk about
And,
that either.
and you know
did
what?
we?
Sometimes Groupon's bogus because you pay what you would have paid anyway had you
Right.
gone to the website. But just
Right.
do your homework.
Like,
Sometimes it's a deal, sometimes it's not.
that's cool. That's cool. So, my favorite beer is Yingling.
You just
What's
said
your
that.
favorite beer, Dersh?
Well, your favorite beer is Yingling, or your favorite brewery is Yingling. I don't know what the difference there.
Well, it's
But-
Yingling, and then I'll
Both.
either have Yingling Light or Yingling to bring you.
Right.
Oh, you know what? They got another third beer now too.
Oh, the
The
gold.
normal brown one. You know,
gold.
the amber. Amber is the
Yeah.
one I like the best.
But they do have the gold.
Well,
Yeah.
my favorite brewery, without a doubt, is Cigar City, which is located down near Tampa in Cigar City. And my favorite
What's
beer
the score?
is the Cubano espresso, which is Cuban coffee flavor in the beer, and then they put it on.
Oh, really?
They put it on tap with and infuse it with nitro. It's the smoothest,
Oh, wow.
best thing you've ever tasted in your life.
Oh, how interesting.
What is the score?
It's Duke, nothing, and... No, I mean, Duke's getting their butt kicked, to be honest. It was
They're
17
not
just a
getting
minute
their
ago.
butt kicked.
Let's see. They're down by 22.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's that bad.
No, it's
They're
not
down
that
by
bad.
20.
There's 15 minutes left.
Down by 20 with 15 minutes left. That'd be a lot bigger comeback. It's not looking good. At Cameron, no less, which really sucks. But, let's see. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about, Mrs. Nellis?
Hey, look, Obama's at the game.
Hey, look, Obama still sucks. Ah!
Ha ha ha.
Well, he'll be happy.
What, did you have a
Oh,
list?
he left.
What?
I think he left.
Maybe he just went to the bathroom.
He went to the Obama.
Shut up.
Ah! Man, Duke's getting screwed.
That was
That's
Obama.
fine.
Oh. Obama did it.
That's fine. There's 15
So-
minutes left. That's plenty of time.
So this beer you were talking about, Dersh, is made just down the street from you, or what?
Well, it's
You're not that close.
it's
but-
Cigar City, Tampa. It's about an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
It's where they used to make Cuban cigars before the embargo. They actually have inside their little tasting room. They have
Right.
a couple of cigar wrapping. I don't know what you call them. People that make cigars that are Cubans.
The guy,
They make cigars.
Yeah, artisans. Yep.
Yeah, they make
old
cigars
guys.
there in the store, and it's really cool. You can buy them.
Right, the old guys that wrap the cigars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really nice.
Very
But
cool.
they have a fantastic little tasting room.
Do they?
Yeah, it used to be about.
Those are fun.
It used to be about a bar was about 5, 6, 7, 8 seats and 2 tables, and they got so popular they had to shut down part of the brewery and blow out the wall, and they tripled the size of their tasting room, and it's still packed all the time.
That's amazing.
Fantastic beer.
So, let me review our message board here. I've been ignoring our good folks. Like, Kathy says she wants to go to Israel and Ireland. I do too. Ditto on both.
Who is this king person, and why do you...
Never mind. Everybody's entitled to being them. Let's see. Kathy says Alaska she wants to go to. Dershie,
Yeah.
You've been to Alaska twice, Dershie? Where haven't you been? Wait, Poland.
Poland. Yeah, I've been to Alaska twice. I got a funny story too. If you want to, listen, you got a second here.
Go for it. Yep, do it.
My daughter was in 3rd grade, and in 3rd grade, part of the curriculum is the national parks, and so her teacher wanted to know, what parks the kids have been to, and she starts with Everglades, of course. Florida kids. There should be a lot of kids. So there's some kids that raise their hand, and then she moves on to the Smoky Mountains, which is close by. A couple of kids raise their hand, and she goes through all these national parks, and she finally gets to Denali in Alaska, and she asks if anybody's been there, and Brittany raised her hand, my daughter, and the teacher's like, "Oh, really, Brittany? Okay, well, long story short, that night I get a phone call from her teacher, and her teacher says, kids these days, you have this really great imagination, and anyway, she's getting around to trying to tell me my daughter's a liar, right? And
Right,
so
right.
yeah, so she says, so we were talking about this, and Brittany said she's been to Denali. I said, yeah, she has been twice, and the teacher was like, oh, okay.
Boy, don't I look.
funny because in Chapel Hill, there wouldn't even be a question that your kids have gone there.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I mean,
Florida
the
kids,
that my kids grew.
most of the kids of her age in her class hadn't even left the state of Florida.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like, my kids were like the poor kids of Chapel Hill, but like all the other kids were like, yeah, we're going to France for spring break or whatever, you know?
Lisa is far more likely to want to go to Florida than want to go to Alaska ever.
Oh, hell yeah. And that's not a cuss word.
No, hell
That's
yes.
a regular word.
That is deemed acceptable.
Yeah, that's a regular
Yeah.
word.
It's my retirement. I make those judgments.
Zestier.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay, well, just remember.
You'd consider darn a swear if that were the curriculum.
Just remember, we're coming to live in your backyard.
Kathy says she just wants to see a moose walk down the street. I've seen some mooses walk down the street on 2 legs.
What?
Sorry.
Hey,
Never mind.
when we were in
I was watching the Jeffersons last night. Remember?
we were in
We
Denali.
are on the end of the hour.
You know what?
On the end of the hour.
Hey, Chuck, we were in camping in Fairbanks, and there was a moose and 2 calves were like in the campground with us, and
That's fine.
oh, they were nice. You had to steer clear of her because if you got between her and her calf, man, it was over. She got real upset.
Oh, she
But-
get
As
you,
it
huh?
should
Yeah.
be. As it should
Oh
be.
yeah, mothers are a little protective.
A little?
The-
a lot.
The best thing that ever happened to me was we were sitting by the fireplace, by a campfire,
Yeah.
and it was warm in Denali, and a fox came up and sat down right next to me, just like a dog would.
Oh, how
And-
cool.
Yeah, he was. I could have reached out and pet him on the back, and he just laid there for about 5 minutes and kind of
Oh, how cool.
warmed up a little bit, and then got up and ran away. It was awesome.
Oh, how cool.
It was incredible.
You don't see that. You don't see that every day. You know?
No, it was incredible having a
That's
creature
funny.
that close. You know.
That's neat. I love nature. We've got a good bit of it around here. Most of it's our neighbors. I'm kidding. Hey, Dershie, how long we been on the air?
We're almost done.
Wow.
About
You know, it's funny. We
58
don't even
minutes
try.
and 49 seconds.
Isn't that something? We don't even try, really.
Well,
I mean,
used to
you
say
really
that.
are just hanging out with us. So it's good. I mean, right now, Dave the kitty is trying to get near the microphone.
No, he's trying to eat the
Oh,
cords,
even
but
better.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
climbing up the back of your chair.
But he was trying to eat the cords.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's been a fun hour hanging out with you guys and hanging out with everybody in our chat room. And, of course, with everybody that's listening. Let's see, Dershie's got the brewing.
And I hope we sounded way better tonight.
Yes,
I think that we
please
did.
give us input. We're trying to get our sound right, and we do have adjustability in our system, so we'll get it right for you.
And if you have nothing else to do, listen to Chuck and Dershie on Tuesday.
Dershie, where are we going to be on next Tuesday?
8 o'clock, right here, same place, same time, same channel. Well, not the same time, same channel.
Same bat.
So it's
time.
going to be the same patriotjournalist.com/Chuck Nellis.
That's correct.
Why is it all about you?
So,
Because Chuck is always right.
Because I'm always right.
Because Chuck's always right.
I might put in.
That's right, right?
Dershie's
Dershie's got the right
I
idea.
might have to put in a guest appearance.
Oh, that would be hilarious. You being on our show? You wouldn't. You'd
What?
be mad at me.
Guest appearance?
You'd be mad at me
No.
by the end of the guest
No.
appearance.
No.
So-
Only if I agree on something.
Tell me about the new Green Deal.
No, I'm
I do.
saying if I agree on something, I will chime in.
Oh, okay, well that's fair
How
enough.
about that?
That's
fair
fair
enough?
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
All right.
That sounds like
And
fun.
if not,
Hey,
and if not, I won't make you
I'm told
dinner.
the sound levels are perfect, so it does
Right,
sound
good.
like it. Thank you very much. We
Right.
appreciate that. We will be back next Tuesday for the, what are we called again, Dershie? I keep forgetting the name.
The right side of politics.
The right side of politics. And why? Because I'm always right.
Chuck
Dershie's
is
always right.
always right.
And then
No doubt about it.
Right?
And then we watch NASCAR, and
And-
we get back to the normal.
And then
And
we
then-
have me and Lisa, or Lisa and I, or however you want to say it.
or Lisa and Chuck, as it should be, instead of Chuck and Lisa.
Whatever gets you through the night, it's all right. It's all right. All right. So anyway, I guess we ought to get out of here. Dershie's about to have a beer. I've got a beer in hand. Lisa's got her wine.
Sangria.
Sangria. We've had a fun time with you guys. Good night. God bless you all. And we will see you next Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. on the Chuck and Lisa Show.
But Eastern, not Eastern.
Eastern, not Eastern.
Not Eastern.
Oh, what else, Lisa? You want to say it or you want me to say it?
Shut up, Chuck.
Oh, not that. And Obama still sucks.
Shut up, Chuck.
Thirsty?
Good night, guys. Love you.
Good night, guys. Love you too. See you guys.